So today we're going to look at how we can combine the power of Stackby with Zapier, which is a useful automation tool, and how we can use both to do some quite interesting stuff. So one interesting scenario, and there are many you can do, is we want to find a way that we can build a Zapier automation that triggers when a new video is published about a certain keyword, about your business or a certain topic you're interested in, and have that data then sent to a table in Stackby, whereby we can then grab information about the channel that video was posted under, grab all sorts of stats like video count, subscriber count, view count, descriptions and names, and then potentially from there you could use that to build other automations that allowed you to sort of trigger when videos from channels with certain numbers of subscribers were posted. All stuff that could be quite useful for your social media outreach efforts. So let's take a look at what we would need to get this built. So we'll start from scratch. Here's the Zapier as it will end up. We'll start from scratch. We'll end up we'll just build a new Zapier. So you open the Zap editor in Zapier, and let's call this Stackby YouTube. So as I said, what we're looking to do here is trigger when a video is uploaded to YouTube about a certain keyword. So first we set up the trigger. What we want to do is search for YouTube, select that, and then we're going to go here with the event type, new video by search. So click through here. We have our YouTube account connected, or you'd be able to add yours if you haven't already. Then what we're going to do is go through here and query. So essentially we have to tell it to just find YouTube videos that are uploaded that match a certain query. So let's pretend we're Stackby here, and we want to know if any videos are uploaded with that keyword or that match that query even. So we'll test that trigger and see what comes through. Perfect, you can see we've got a few options here. It looks like one of them here is from a channel called Big Mongolian. The title is Stackby Review, Pricing, Features and Alternatives. So great, that's just the sort of thing we would want to be grabbing and adding to our Stackby table. Now let's step over to Stackby first and get things set up over there. So when you log in or when you first sign up, you get your dashboards here, you get your workspaces here, and we already have a table set up here, YouTube channel metrics. To add that to yours, there's actually a template set up for it already. So to find that, you would just go to templates here and start typing YouTube, and here you'll see it already, YouTube channel metrics. So you click through here, and you can click to use this stack, and then you'll be prompted to add it to a workspace. As I said, we've already created it, so it's the one we created earlier. Here it is, and if you open it, as I showed you just at the start of this video, it's pre-populated with some data here, and it uses a connection to the YouTube API to actually grab data about the channel from which that video was published. So let's head over here now and finish up the Zap we've been building. So what we want to do is click continue here, and then we need to add an action step to this Zap. So I'm going to search for Stackby. Here it is there, click that, and we want to create a row. We're going to create a row in our table. So then we'll click continue here. And again, we already have our Stackby account connected, but you'd be able to add it yourself if needs be. If we click continue here, first what we need to do is configure the right table. So first we're going to look for the workspace it's in. Drop that menu down and you'll see some options. We know it's in my first workspace. Then we want to grab the stack, and here is the one we added. And similarly, we now need to grab the table, and there's only one table in there at the moment. It's called channels. So once you select that last window, you're going to get three fields here, and these correspond to the first three fields here: the name, the channel ID, and this column. Now that third column can be ignored. That's something that's going to happen over in Stackby, but we do need to fill these two. So the name here should be the title of the channel. So what we're going to do is map that title that came from the trigger step of the Zap. When you click in that field, you'll see that Zapier already gives you a list of all the different fields it got from the trigger. and quite usefully here, we can see channel title is one of them. So click that, and then it maps it in that field. And similarly, channel ID, if we look down, and there's a helpful search feature here, we can narrow it down. Channel ID, perfect, we grab that. That's basically an internal ID for how that particular channel is referenced inside YouTube. So rather than the name, it uses the ID. As I said, we can ignore that third field. We've mapped the two. And so what happens is this is using the sample data from when we tested the trigger, but when this Zap runs live, every time a new video triggers it, these fields will be different depending on the channel associated with that video. So what we want to do now is just test it. That's quite simple. Click continue there, and we want to click test and review there. Take a couple of seconds, and then all being well, you'll see a nice green strip, and it will tell you that the test was a success. Great news. So what I'm going to do is head over to here now, and you'll see here a new row's been added. The name, the channel ID, and then the rest is blank. So obviously what will happen is in the background this will run, your Zap will run every time a video is uploaded. If it matches the keyword query, it will put the channel name and the ID here. And then all you need to do is come in whenever you want to grab data on any particular channel. All you need to do is click this arrow icon here. You'll see that it refreshes the data, and then as soon as that's done, you'll see you get all the data, so it adds extra. So again, we've got the channel title still there, description of the channel, then we can see how many videos they've done, the subscribers, the view counts, and that's useful. So yeah, that's basically everything you need to do. Once that's done, you can go ahead and turn your Zap on. You've got your first Zapier automation that involves Stackby. Now, that was great. That was easy enough. Definitely check out the templates in here. There's so many different options for you in terms of what you want to do with data, what type of tables you want to build with the data. And just know that in all cases, you can use Zapier just to create a new row in any of these stack tables you create, allowing you to automate a whole bunch of interesting stuff. Great.